following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
This, by the way, is a very sweet map.
It does look very nice. Oh, fuck. The mausoleums and catacombs, they're probably still original.
Yep. And that'd be ways to get under.
There's actually also another one on the edge of town, but it's not marked on this map that I have here, but it is marked. And that is actually just down from Hangman Hill.
That's why that symmetry's so small.
Oh, actually, the Hangman is on the other side of the river from Hangman Hill. That's
Smaller than the other one.
Mm-hmm. And
we know that, or
and it's on Hill
You see,
Street.
it's showing you.
Is it on the other side so it faces the hill?
Yeah, it's actually like right across the water. Hangman Hill isn't marked on this map, but there is Hill Street which leads to it, and you can kind of see the big swell. When you get it, it's
Running water.
So this is another symmetry that's smaller, is it?
Yes, it's an old one, but it's still valid.
Checked out.
I was about to bury you all there.
If we split up anymore.
We'll be going there.
And it's about that time that you get the message from there. It's like, hey, we found Alexander's room at the hotels. They're on the fourth floor of the Grand Hotel Arkham.
Oh, okay. By the way, Dex, while you're in here, I'm looking at a map of the city. If you want to,
That's fine. Did we not care about the stunning revelation that Purcell Boyd had a room at the Grand?
Do we know which room it was?
Yes, we. Derek has the guest cards.
And if there's a Babette still in it?
She had a separate room, 412 and 411.
That's actually an error.
Oh.
They're in the same room.
Oh. By 411?
Yeah.
Their room was 411.
Their room.
Yeah.
You know it's really good. Gene can't hear any of this.
Because none of this works.
Yeah.
Good luck with that, Roxanne.
Jen, I found
Well,
Alex's
the important
room.
thing is neither of us are exactly lock-picky, breaky into Rooney guys.
That's basically Alvin or James.
Do we want to meet at the Grand instead of the previous location?
Well, I did buy a room there, so we could meet in my new room there, which just to have as an excuse to get up on the fourth floor.
Okay, what is your room?
In his room.
Oh yeah, and one of our rivals has also done the same and got a room on the fourth floor, so they clearly think something is here too.
Which one?
The big one.
Oh.
You know, Muscles McHanson.
The last one.
Yeah, he's got great judgment.
What room is yours, so I know when I get there?
4-7.
Where's okay?
So,
Just tell them you're my wife.
No.
It would be unseemly and not proper for non-married couples to be in the same room.
so is there any chance we can get other rooms and maybe be lucky enough to get that room as...
I don't know, it's only like $45 for a room. It's way more than we're paying at the other place, but like it's nowhere near as bad as I thought it would be.
So who are Nancine and Jen then if we're all showing up?
Nancine can be my sister,
I'm sorry, what?
and Jennifer can be our daughter-in-law.
How about we just get more rooms?
Or you could just come up as guests.
That's what God damn it, Dex.
Right,
No.
we'll get this telegraph thing done.
Okay, we're going to head round there now because we might as well.
Who are you talking to? Me. She's explaining to me what's going on.
She's put your fingers on your head.
Oh,
Well, thank you for your time, young man. We'll be
I'm 42.
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
well, thank you for your time, sir. We'll be on our way.
All right, let me show you out.
Thank you.
Did Jen scan the boy, man?
Follow him out.
Is there anything else we can do for you?
I think that will be all for now. We may come back later if we need more information.
Certainly.
Many thanks.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Opportunity to ask if Alexander picked anything up.
The young boy with the hat came in.
Sweet, that gives me another excuse to go, oh wait, one last thing. Did a young man with a very stylish hat with a green band come through here at all in the last a few days ago?
Stylish hat. We see lots of young men with hats. Green band, though. Let me check my memory check.
I'll lean in while she's checking
It's pretty good.
and to Jen and be like, do you have a photo of him?
No. It's in with my gear. Yes, I do recall there was an impetuous young man in a long coat with a strange green hatband out of season.
Did he ask about anything in particular?
I'm sure he did. That's why people come here.
Oh, he didn't ask you though.
I don't specifically recall anything like that.
You know, you didn't go to look at any particular room or anything, or
I think so, but I don't have a clear memory.
you don't know. You didn't have any employees that talked with him or dealt with him.
I can ask if you want.
You're much obliged.
Very well, wait here. She'll shuffle off, leaving her empty desk there. Vacated of her prisons.
Sorry, Ginger.
And
Yeah.
you want to see if you can find anything? Or...
You're a government employee's desk?
Mm-hmm.
This is hardly proper.
The cameras.
You say that, but I can see the little. I can see the little.
No, she is also just rifling through stuff right now.
She's doing it. Did you check cameras?
cameras in this place.
You never know. There could be that guy on the ladder.
Wait,
There's a window washing guy, but he's just like that against the window with wide eyes.
Wait.
Aha!
Yeah.
Investigation check.
In their version of camera, they just have guys perched up in the corners of all the rooms, just watching.
Yeah, but he's been there so long, he's gonna
They literally go.
sleep through now.
Hide.
Top.
This is Mr. Upton.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
You are met with a man in a pinstriped suit. He is incredibly narrow, tall for the 40s,
It's a very slender.
very, very slim, gaunt of features with defined high cheekbones. And an amount of hair is plastered sideways across his balding pate, but it is still quite dark. He has a toothbrush moustache and a monocle set into his right eye socket. He's like, and how can I help you?
Hello, we were wondering if you assisted a young man with a green hat, a fedora with a green hatband and a long coat.
Yes, with the unseasonable hatband. I did.
Yeah, can you tell us what information he was seeking or where he might have gone?
He was interested in the layout of the streets. Wanted a city map. Kept asking about the Bradfords. That's when I knew he was trouble.
No,
I directed him after a detective he was inquiring about. I think it was James Bradford. He seemed happy and left about his sinful business.
Oh, okay.
Naturally, I called the police.
Oh, okay.
When only outsider troublemakers come around. Only outsider troublemakers come around asking after that lot. Best kept an eye on.
Fair enough. Wonder why I was asking about some random strange family. Okay, thank you for your time.
Well, if that is all.
Thank you, sir. And thank you, ma'am. We will be off. Have a pleasant day.
Good boy, you too. He has the blue
Did Karen have one as well?
Well, she had a cross on her.
I remember that, yeah. And we shall leave.
Yeah,
To the grand.
so, back to you two clowns in the hotel. Oh, we might as well wait for them to catch up
Yeah,
to you.
we can all group up.
Right, so, meanwhile. River Street. Tilted in one direction with one high wall, most of the structures here have a slanted roof off to one side where the water cascades down and falls freely, sands guttering, onto the muddied ground below. The loud splattering sound sets the tone for the area you're in. The churning dark waters of the Miskatonic provide another backing, a low sound to the high spattering. You can see there's a number of fisheries, boat manufacturers, and other places with rickety docks stretching out into that watery murk. Surly-looking, oilskin-clad Norwegian men, big stout types, burly, grizzled, pink in the face from long time in the rime and season weather, glare distrustfully at you as you get out of the dog cart. You definitely, in your attire, stand out from these shabbily dressed, hardy working types. Factory and warehouse workers also pause to squint at you. Two Asian men pause, putting down large cleavers from where they are working to look at you, look you over briefly, making a quick assessment before picking up their cleavers and going back about their business. A single high-helmed constable with a thick, high-collared cloak and set of buttons running down there walks, swinging his truncheon. His service whistle popped out and held in his lower lip, ready to be blown at the drop of a hat. He's a big man, broad across the shoulders. Definitely looks like maybe he's a cut above your physical specimens around here. The cuffs of his pants are spattered with mud, implying he's not just been on the streets today. You also see the dock workers give him respectful looks as he passes by. He ignores you two completely.
Yep.
The cannery, further down, throws a black cloud up, making this area dimmer than normal, and you can see the street lights are lit even this time of day. A sickly yellow pushing back the gloom of the dark pall which hangs over the neighborhood. Your address is the Yellow House. As you approach, making perception checks as you arrive, was it a 1?
I think you might be out of it.
That doesn't last very long. Okay, as you approach the faded, chipped yellow house, grimy windows that cannot be seen through are set into what was once white but is now almost just bare wood window frames. The yellow paint is only there because yellow fades very slowly. A chimney, unused, drips wetly above. The open door to the building creaks slightly in the wind. A pair of gumboots is the only adornment on the porch, with its broken wooden railing, basically making it worthless. The door creaks invitingly as you approach.
My perception was 26.
Numerous sets of muddy footprints lead to and from the house. Going
Footprints.
around the yards, boot prints.
Yep.
Going around the yard, out front, all across the back, mashing what little grass is still here into just a muddy morass of incomprehensible boot prints. A scorched, burnt mark is on the front yard, where perhaps once a bush was.
And these are the kind of boot prints that should have been washed away by all the heavy rains and stuff we've had lately.
Yes.
The good boys in trouble.
This is different prints. Just
Too many for me to... That's not one guy.
yeah, but is there any obvious? That's a small print. That's a large print. I'm not going with.
No, it's a mess.
It's a mess.
It's an absolute mess. You can tell they're boot prints, but discerning anything is just impossible. You need to be like fucking
yeah. No.
actual like Inspector Clouseau to be able to get anything out of this.
Stand over.
No, that's Columbo.
Oh.
Oh, and one more thing. What size are the boot prints?
So the door's open, is it?
Yes, creaks in the wind.
No, I said I promised the guy I'd protect you. Stay back, young miss.
The door stops half open as it collides with something wet.
Fuck. I slipping through.
The inside is dark.
Light the candle.
I don't have a Tinder or anything.
No.
I can't see what's going on in here. Bon Bon, would you mind?
I'll step inside. Step further so I'm not seen from the doorway. No.
that raised lightning Venetian blind effect out the windows.
Yeah, you the other side of a door from Close Encounters. There's a dead body on the ground. He looks like he's been hacked apart by a motorboat.
Good shot.
Seen this before.
The house is a wreck. Any personal items look like they've been taken. There are no books, no watches, no clocks, nothing left. The door to the bedroom is kicked in. It lies on the ground. The bed beyond stripped of sheets. It's basically just a bare bed. The door down to the cellar lies in splinters, hacked apart by maybe axes or something. The body is unidentifiable.
Does it look like it was dragged here or like it fell there? I mean, you know.
That would be an investigations check.
Another thing I want to check is, can you discern
Yee.
what
Have you got
direction the the X-hacks were from that door
That
down
was a
below?
right natural 2014.
Oh!
Yeah, I hate to see it.
Hope you got a better one than me. 15.
29.
Moved here.
From the bedroom.
You can tell that because there's a wet smear
That same waterlog.
from the back door.
So it's been drowned. It's the same waterlog.
The same wet. He's drenched. Wet. Looks like he's been hacked apart. He looks like the corpse you found, which, you know, probably means not actually hacked apart by... The deduction would be that it wasn't hacked apart by a...
Investigate that door that was leading down and see
Yeah.
if they hacked in from the inside of the
That's-
outside.
Is it smashed in?
It was smashed in.
That's an investigation check!
Yep.
True, tunnels could connect
Because they could have
cellars.
come up from under as opposed to trying
It's
to
like
get
a very
in there.
small number, so I
15.
think you're going to be happy you
Again.
moved it.
Yeah, rolled 19.
Actually, it's cocked, but
Oh, you
somehow.
Yes, it looks like it was hacked from the other side.
From
Most of the splinters in the fall seems to be in towards the room.
Do you see this album?
Yeah. So, underground bad.
Hand you the pistol.
Are you telling me to go down?
I'm going with you. I've got the daggers. I've got a weapon. Have a weapon. I'm giving you...
This seems like a thing where... James?
Hello, officer.
I saw the light from the window and I thought I'd check in.
We'd like to report we've found a body.
So I see. How interesting that you would come to Edward's
And I have
house.
sleight of handed that fucking gun right out of sight.
Right into you, I'm guessing. And you came right to Edward's place.
We...
You turn around. It's Officer Wilcox, not the other guy.
I'll be honest,
He has a lantern on a gimbal attached to his belt.
Won't show what sort of light I have. And sort of just turn it down and disappear it and put the candle out.
There's a slight handshake there.
Oh, that's good.
Can you work it into a dance move?
17. I'm slightly handle.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not even going to check against that. That's a good number.
Saturday Night Fever.
Since he's got a decent lantern, we don't need it.
You. I didn't say it was on, but I guess it is now. Fancy meeting you here.
I'm going to be honest, our employer has wanted us to check in on an associate of his.
His associate is Edward? Well, I thought it might have been a good idea for me to stop off even though I'm on my way to work. Might as well start now. Let's see here. Another motorboat victim, by the looks of it.
Here in his living room.
Uh-huh. Now there's motorboats and their teeth.
He's straight up lying. I don't even need a roll for that.
He's also lying in such a way that would indicate that
He knows what's going on, but
he's implying to you heavily with his tone of voice that he
This
knows damn well it's not a motorboat
Yep.
that leaves teeth in it.
Yep.
And that there's a cover up of some kind.
It's either he wants you to know, but he obviously doesn't want to say, or he's telling you because he doesn't expect you'll be able to tell anyone. Who can say?
Why are you going there? Why?
Wait.
Wait, I'm just going to drive the bus out.
Only two possibilities.
Come on, guys, come on
Only
in.
Stephen may drive the bus.
I mean, clearly Officer was just there doing his task. You saw
Saying
him.
there's just two possibilities.
Fuck you. Fucking Stephen Crowder and Jeremy Piven's kid.
We were just about to.
Very strange associate your friend has. Mr. Edward didn't have the best reputation in town.
He's associate, not our friend, so we don't know much about either of
I
them.
wager he's not anyone's friend anymore, presuming this is his body.
Which would be difficult to tell.
Very hard to ascertain. Huh? What do we have here?
What does he have there?
There's a piece of notepaper torn off at the bottom. Now, given that I don't see either of you carrying outboard motors, and I'm willing to wager you didn't kill this man.
Sounds like a strong logical assumption.
But I must say I'm very suspicious of your group's sudden arrival in town. Motor vehicles aren't exactly real big around here.
Well, we are factually
And
proven we are DMV, and we were sent here to proper government channels.
Yes, indeed, yes, indeed.
Yes, we do work for the government.
Looks like whoever did this, and while he was being killed in the sea, also, it seems that mysterious boat also robbed him blind.
It also
Pesky rubber boats.
it also somehow come in through
I'll
the
just leave
ground.
this right here with his body. Oh, looks like the boat burst in through the basement. How rare. Now, if you two will kindly stay back, it looks like I must,
Oh, all of the guns we brought our way to.
I will go down the stairs first and ascertain if anything down there needs dealing with.
Well,
With his flintlock in hand.
as fellow government employees that are invested in finding out what happened here, would you perhaps be willing to deputize us?
Nope.
Well,
Goddamn.
But you can come with me as civilian advisors.
it was a motorboat and it is DMV motor vehicle. I mean,
Yep. You got to find the source of these.
I actually
output-
think you'll find marine vehicles come under the purview of the Coast Guard, not the DMV. Assuming that is the DMV you're with.
This guy's
here
great.
we go.
Miss Braxford.
Uh,
from out of town.
Bradford, you misheard me.
You know, probably not a real wise idea to go around admitting you're one of Jericho's flock with people with
I am
loaded
not.
guns.
I am not one of the Jericho's flock.
So no relation. That's what I thought. Just a friendly piece of advice. We'll go down the stairs. And he dies. No, he doesn't. It's all good.
Pesky motorboats.
I'm assuming Alvin steals that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah!
And also that tooth.
And the tooth. Fuck yeah.
I would just leave you to get the tooth. I'd get the note.
I'm always curious what a boat tooth looked like.
Can I have more light? I can't read the font. It's
I've seen
too
them
small.
painted on the sides of them sometimes.
Didn't think they could come
Yes,
off.
you can have more light. It's just going to take me a second here to...
Aziz!
Why you got to be like this?
It's a simple app.
Yeah. Why you got to be like... There we go.
Aziz light!
Is that good, or
Thank you, Aziz.
do you want, like, this one?
I have been involved in a number of investigations. Damn, impressive.
So we don't want that one?
Regarding the strange behavior of people from Innismouth. I can't say exactly what is wrong, but there seems to be something strange going on. The officials in Innismouth don't seem to care, but I promise you that. And then interrupt us.
So I'll swipe the tooth and then I'll go and follow the officer down.
And Alvin will very quietly cock the gun.
You're using a Colt 45, aren't you?
Colt 45.
That ain't a quiet cock,
Right.
son. That's, now everyone pay attention to me in a very specific way, cock.
That and also Alvin will probably be, what the fuck, Barney?
What are you, just Roxanne Light? It's like something she'd carry in her sock. I like to whip it round and hit people over the head with it.
This is my version of a derringer.
He drops a revolver into a sock and then whips it.
Yeah, like a mad ball, but it's a gun.
Fires off on content.
Only Derek would come up with a melee gun.
It's a
Or
hybrid.
some kind of gun sword, so you have to hit people with a sword for it to fire.
Similarly on the wrong side.
I was about to do that.
I know.
You stole my
I
fun.
know.
He does it all the
Things will
time.
now go very badly for you.
Oh,
You,
Boats in your future.
you stole my fun.
You're going to go to the
Boats
wrong
in
side
future.
now.
I've got them hung up on the wall now too.
Downstairs can only be described as a scene of esoteric madness. That upstairs may be neglected and old, but down here is well mortared with patchwork and brickware that has fallen apart, neatly patched back together. A bag of cement, a cement mixer, and a trowel with a small wooden table lie nearby. This area is well kept and clean. A large bench with restraints in four corners and gutters built into it. that drain out into a small collection area lies below, and there is a diagram of a human muscle system nearby. You know, those medical style ones.
With anatomy
Modern
shows-
medical textbooks lie nearby as well. Cheek to jowl with what can only be described as an evil wizard's potion brewing stand.
Alvin is literally going to turn the body and just say, fits with Mildred.
Mm.
A raven in a cage is dead. It looks like its head has been twisted off fairly recently, given that the stump is still bleeding. A writing desk with a quill and large amounts of thick vellum are nearby. And of course on the far wall is the fairly standard basement attachment of a huge vault-style door.
So, turn to the cop.
Sorry, I'm wrong. It's not a vault-style door. It is a nuclear bunker-style door. Hinged on one side, great big thick metal riveted construction.
And a number on it that says like 101 or 60?
No, it's square.
Oh.
It's not a vault, it's a bunker, yeah.
Sorry, I was wrong.
Yeah.
I read the wrong one.
Turn to the cop. This kind of thing normal around here?
Yep. Well, all of this, no, this is apocryphal and must be burned on the side of our Lord.
Mm.
But, yeah, a lot of people's, shelters are properly, doored up and everything.
Is that the only route people could have come through to bash their way in up?
Well, let me check for secret passages.
Check if any of the concrete is wet.
Nope, no passages. There are... no, I'll make you guys roll first. I'm not just giving you free shit.
I like free shit.
Tough.
Oh. What are we investigating?
Perception will do.
That's the same number, I think.
17.
That's sort of like my objective for low game. I want all of my numbers to be the same so I don't have to remember.
They're all exactly the
Oh,
same.
what do you want me to roll? It doesn't matter because they will all be the same.
Cooking. 52.
23.
There's some wet footprints
From the,
from the door.
coming from the door or leading to the door?
Coming from?
Well, here's where our intruders came in.
Damn pesky
But they didn't go back out that way.
Suddenly, all of you witness the ground shaking slightly. Like a Southland earthquake where you kind of know what's going on and there's maybe a low rumble and some loose things might rattle around.
Do we go in or do we,
No, we haven't learned enough to report anything except, hey guys, send out more cops here. So, I wager we keep going. Find out what the deal is.
Just give me a sec.
Hey Dex, you're so cool.
Hey, Dix. We're about to head into a spooky basement. Show them what we're doing. Yeah, if we're not back, you know where to find us. Also, the constable knows that we're not DMV, but DMV, potentially.
No response.
Dix?
And Alvin will be over just having a look at the vellum and writing supplies to see if it's the same crazy gibberish we saw on...
There are no sheets with writing on them, but it would have produced that result.
Just take paper for no reason and black.
I would have thought that would be more reason to do it.
Give it to Jen and she can
Pretend they're shoes.
fold the first couple sheets up because if there's if he's pressed down on it, is it a
On
quill?
vellum?
I don't know.
But if you're writing on
It's
vellum,
not a notepad, you know that, right? If you're writing on vellum, you're going to be writing on the wood back.
Ah, okay, yep, no, that's
Oh,
right
yeah.
then. Sorry.
This is basically a kind of writing material made out of stretched sheepskin.
This too, yes.
And it's kind of an ass to write on, from experience.
You
It's
certainly don't want
it's
to miss
shit
this.
parchment. There.
I said it. Hot take.
It's really good for game nights, though, if you can get your hands on it and you wanted like a decent prop to hand out. Like if you can afford some vellum these days.
I mean, theoretically, in New Zealand, that should be cheap as shit.
You'd think so,
Yeah.
but very few people make vellum.
And you'd think milk products would be cheap too.
Yeah,
They
but
should
thanks
be.
to the Labour government's deal with China,
Yeah.
we're not allowed to compete in our
Right.
own market against a market they're not in.
And meat.
Mm.
And vegetables.
It's like, why even be
Do you want the
in
list?
society?
Let's keep going.
That's what the government wants. They want no farming.
Fuck farming. Who needs to eat?
We can just rely on tourism now. Then they lock down the country.
Well, they gave the Age of Hackett's a heap of money to keep them going.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. That's my money.
Yep.
Meanwhile, you let every other business I know close down, so
Yep.
fuck you. Anyway, we all know who the favourites are.
Alright, let's check the tunnel then, I guess.